The lantern that remembered in a quiet harbor town where the fog rolled in like a soft blanket every evening. There was an old lighthouse that hadn't been lit in decades. Ships now used satellites and glowing digital maps, so the lighthouse stood mostly as a memory, tall, silent, and stubbornly dignified. But inside it lived something unusual, a lantern. Not an ordinary lantern, but one that remembered every ship it had ever guided home. It remembered the creak of wooden decks, the laughter of sailors, the storms that rattled its glass, and the nights when its flame burned so bright it felt like a small sun. One winter evening, a girl named Mira wandered into the lighthouse. She was curious, restless, and carrying a notebook full of half-finished stories. She climbed the spiral stairs until she reached the lantern room, where the old lantern sat covered in dust. When she touched it, the lantern flickered to life. Not with fire, but with memories. The room filled with shimmering images. Ships slicing through moonlit waves, gulls wheeling overhead, storms roaring like ancient beasts. Mira watched, stunned, as the lantern showed her a world she had never known. Then the lantern did something it had never done before. It asked her, not with words, but with a warm pulse of light, to help it remember something it had forgotten. A ship that never returned. Mira, who had always felt drawn to mysteries, accepted. She spent her days interviewing old sailors, digging through archives, and listening to the sea as if it might whisper secrets. Each clue she found made the lantern glow brighter. Finally, she discovered the truth. The missing ship had turned back during a storm to rescue another vessel. It had saved dozens of lives but was lost in the process. Its story had simply faded with time. When Mira brought this truth back to the lantern, it shone brighter than it ever had. A brilliant golden blaze that lit the entire harbor. People came running, thinking the lighthouse had awakened. In a way, it had. The lantern's light slowly dimmed, settling into a soft, peaceful glow. It had remembered everything at last. And Mira, inspired by the lantern's final gift, wrote her first complete story, the tale of a forgotten ship and the light that refused to let it disappear. The lighthouse remained dark after that night, but the town swore that sometimes, on foggy evenings, a faint glow shimmered at the top, as if the lantern were rereading its favorite memory. The end.